Chicken scarparello is a nice light dish. This one will have a dark syrupy glaze on it, while the chicken scarparello has a very light color on it because we're using a white wine, we're using some chicken stock. Remember earlier I told you we reserve the bones and we make our chicken stock. Chicken stock is just a wonderful thing to make. My father-in-law said that chicken stock, being the cure-all and given to people when they have colds, it's not actually the chicken stock. It's the love in the air from the person who makes it for you. So treat someone nice today and make a nice chicken stock for them. We're going to add our smashed garlic. Same as the shallots, we don't want to color the garlic too much. We want to get a nice garlicky flavor in the pan. You can see how these dishes have very, very similar techniques and steps. Instead of the shallots, we're adding the garlic. I'm just pressing them out a little bit to get a little bit more of the garlic flavor. This is the kind of dish that you can put out in a big platter and just have a beautiful family meal. I try and involve my kids in cooking because these are dishes that are passed down from generation to generation. And I think you really, when you're teaching cooking, especially to children, you're teaching tradition. And without tradition, you have no soul. So pass some tradition on and work with your kids. Or gather some friends together. I've stolen a line from Arthur Schwartz that goes like this: food is the social aphrodisiac. And it's really the truth. You invite a group of people over, sit around a table, conversations are stimulated. Our garlic's about ready. We're going to add some fresh rosemary sprigs to this. We're stirring around the rosemary. The essence from the rosemary is just so powerful when it comes up. It's just fabulous. Wonderful, wonderful flavors. The garlic and the rosemary together. Our pan is still sporting some of those nice cooking juices caramelized to the bottom. Rosemary's leaving its flavor into the pan. We're now going to deglaze with some stock. We're going to add some white wine. Some fresh lemon juice. About equal parts of each of the wine, the lemon juice, and the stock. This is a recipe that's actually adapted from one of Arthur Schwartz's recipes that I got off his website. Actually, when I first started making that, he came here and he was teaching a class with me. And we made this dish for about 50 people, and two of us in front of the stove, just cooking away, Arthur talking. What a great evening. And to make a dish for 50 people right in front of them, a 10-minute dish, it's pretty tough to do and get it to be right for everybody. Okay, add back our chicken. Now what happens in both of these dishes, some of those brown bits that are on the bottom of the pan are also hosting a bit of the starch from the flour that we dipped the chicken in initially. As we add the chicken back in, you'll pull a little bit more of that starch from the chicken, and we'll toss them here to just coat them nicely. And that'll help to thicken up our sauce to a nice sauce consistency that'll coat the chicken nicely. I want to get them all nice and evenly coated. And then turn them back with the skin side up. Going to add just a tad bit more of our liquids. And again, that was white wine, chicken stock, and lemon juice. When these dishes are all done, we'll do a final seasoning. Now we'll cover this one and we'll reduce the heat down a bit. Let's take a look at our chicken Savoy. Look at the consistency of that sauce. Just a rich, rich golden brown. Wonderful. Just going to turn these one last time to coat them nicely. Then we'll prepare a plate for it. We'll let that go 2 more minutes. For the chicken Savoy, since we used some oregano, put a nice little bunch of oregano on our plate. Get that little piece of parsley out. Nice little bit of oregano. Perhaps an orange slice, lemon slice that is. Nice little lemon slice on the pan. We'll plate up our chicken Savoy. Some of those wonderful shallots. Some of those beautiful, beautiful pan drippings. Clean up the plate a little bit. And we'll go to our chicken scarparello. Beautiful garlicky rosemary scent coming off that. And again, our wonderful pan drippings. And I think I would just top that off with one nice sprig of rosemary. And here we have 2 pan-to-plate dishes made in a very short period of time. Chicken scarparello, shoemaker style, and chicken Savoy, our New Jersey regional dish. Thank you for dining with us this evening at Cooking Time. And I think to finish the 2 dishes off, I always like to end with a nice glass of wine. Thank you for joining us.